Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is King of Light. Well, King Light, my old YouTube channel used to be King of Light, but I've gotten a lot better at hardcore Minecraft, but I'm gonna add a few mods because one, iron farms are so hard to set up. So if you are trying to make an iron farm, you need at least 20 villagers for bedrock. So I'm gonna add a spawner add-on. Now, I have one rule about this. Is that when I use it, I cannot be using it for like OP stuff. Okay? Only for like iron, gold. And then another one I'm going to add is this one. Now, easy redstone makes it easier for me to build stuff. I just have to give it the materials and then we'll build it. Okay? Now, this is hardcore, by the way. But let's get started. Multiplayer off so that nobody can join. Hardcore and create. Now, one thing about me is that I don't know why, but I've been having the best luck at being able to find villages. So this video is me just going to be trying to find a village to capture an iron golem. Now, I'm going to show you how to use this mod and the spawner mod, and the one thing I cannot put in there is withers, ender dragons, or wardens. I can put that in there in the spawner, okay? Now I spawn right here. I usually get at least a full tree, and a full tree usually lasts me until I get to the village. I usually get a bed. Now, this video, after day and night cycle of Minecraft, I'm going to read a verse from the Bible. If you do not like it, then I'm still going to do it. I will read your comments, but I want to read the Bible and get more and bring more people to Christ. Okay? I am a Christian. So let's get into this. I'm just getting 2 trees just in case. So I usually craft this, craft it again, craft that, and then I turn the rest into sticks. Then I place this down, craft this, and then now right here you can already see it. Diamond, all this stuff. Okay? That is what we're gonna make. Now I can only make dirt, copper, and iron. Okay? I will not make those other ones. Okay? Is my one rule. Is that I can't make it because the netherite can spawn bosses, and then the rest of them. The reason why I'm able to use the iron is because I can hook it up to a lever and turn it off anytime I want to. Okay? That is the only reason. If dirt had a lever one, then I would use that. But since it doesn't, it's the way I'm going to do it. Okay? So, but after one day night cycle, I will be reading a verse from the Bible. Okay? And usually it takes me at least 2 days. Real quick, I'm just going to make it to where it will pop up the day counter for you guys so then you guys can see what day I'm on. Okay? So if I go to show days, okay, it's this. I usually turn off recipe unlocking because that is usually a nuisance for me. I don't know what you guys do, but that is what I do, okay? By the way, I'm using a controller, so if there's a reason why I just stopped mining, is because I'm getting the Bible app open to get ready to read a verse from the Bible. Now, usually I get 19 because it adds enough for a stone sword, stone pickaxe, stone axe, and then I usually craft another 8 tools, and then I craft a shovel. Now, and then with the rest of it, I craft that, and then I usually have none left, but I went a little, and I usually save the pickaxe for smelting. Now, I don't eat chickens because You can't really eat them raw or you get hunger. I'm just going to travel in this direction for 1,000 blocks because that's normally what I do. Ooh, found my favorite biome, but I do not want to find a village in that area. I want to find a plains village, okay? That is my main goal today, is finding, if I find a village, I will still capture their iron golem, but I'm going to show you guys how the iron golem, the capturing mod works. You're going to need at least 7 pieces of glass. 6 of them are going to be turned into glass panes. And then 1 will be kept the same. Now, I usually get 3 wool because I need to make a bed so then I can sleep. And then I usually put this out there. And then to be able to see how much that I have. Now, I'm not going to cook this up. I'm going to wait to get to the village because usually whenever I get to the village, they have a bunch of wheat and I just collect it all and get bread. Now, okay, so you're going to need at least 8 pieces of leather, okay, for this. So I have 2. And this stuff does not give me hunger. My next goal after I find the village is me making a iron farm. We'll be in a fish farm next episode, okay? And we're going to keep on doing this until I die or just straight up just quit the series and create a new one because usually I get protection 4 on helmet, and I get all protections, projectile, blast protection. But in this one, I found something out. It's not really good to go after the other protections. Maybe fire protection for the nether. But the other ones don't really work as much as you need it to. Ooh, I'm going to collect the coal for torches because I like to make underground bases, okay? That is my whole thing. So yeah. So let's collect a ton of coal. Coal. Now, I might read the Bible after the video or right then and there. I don't really know how I'm going to do that for right now. But I will gonna try doing it whenever it hits morning time. And I am so glad they added that pause menu, or I would have to pretty much dig myself into a hole and straight up. Oh my gosh, can I get out of this hole? Okay. Now right here we're just gonna do this. And there's a second piece of sheep. There's a second piece of wool. Now we just need to collect 1 more. I have 16 pieces of coal, which is good. Now, I'm one of those people who doesn't. If I do grab birch trees, it's for fuel. But other than that, I will not get it. Okay. And I love how they made bamboo to where you can turn it into wood and use that pretty much as wood. But I already have my base design out, and it's so I've been using it a lot. And I don't know why I haven't before. If anyone knows how to like mix and blend quartz and polished andesite, not polished andesite, polished diorite together, please help me. I'm trying to figure out how to do that, but every time I try and do that, it doesn't look good. Okay. Ooh, there's gotta be. Ooh, there's a flat area. Ooh, there's a cow. Oops. Oh, who cares? Usually, oh, no, thank you, no, thank you, Uncle Joe. I am not falling down there. Now I know there's cherry. I like the cherry trees, but I need pale trees because those are what I'm gonna need. Sweet melons. I got what I needed with the other stuff, so now I just need to get. I usually grab 5, and then I turn one of them into that thing. But right now, I'm not gonna do that until I get to the base, and I see more melons over there. Yeah, I have my render distance so then I can see villagers a lot easier. I'm just looking around for a village. It's become nighttime. I'm gonna make myself bed because I don't have any armor. I'm not that skilled at the game, not until I get like iron armor because I straight up will die very quick. Wait. And then I'm gonna work my way from iron to diamonds. Because ooh, look at that. I hate that I'm now. I don't know what I do to be able to find villages. Sometimes in the village you can also find a blacksmith. So first I'm gonna loot it. I'm gonna get the 8 pieces of well, I need the sand too, which is right here, which is helpful now because I need 7 pieces. And then I'm gonna also sleep in this house right here because I do not want to die. And up here, I know there's an empty place for me to place my bed. And now it's time to read the Bible real quick. So I'm gonna pause the game. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 1, it says, "My little children, I am writing these things to you, so you may not sin. But if anyone does sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ, the righteous. That is the first chap. That is the first chapter 2 of 1 John. Sorry if I said that weird. This house, I never understood why this house is like much more nicer than the rest of them. Now I know over here it's the same thing. You can tell with these ones they're going to be the same thing. You can tell there's going to be a chest at the top of this. Okay, I'm going to loot this village before I show you guys how to make that thing. Real quick, I can get the sand, have the sand start smelting right now. Here. Yep. So if I go right over here, and then I go up here, I'm able to see the village better. Because I want to see if there's a blacksmith somewhere in this village. No, but there's hay that I see. I do not see blacksmiths quite yet. Well, there's something cool. I'm going to go check that out in a minute. What's down here? Oh! There's going to be a chest in here. Okay. Usually just steal the chest because... And then... I'm not killing the horse. I know horses drop leather. Now, how slow is he? Oh, I tamed him. So he's slow. He's pretty faster. How slow is this horse over here? Oh, this one. Sorry about that noise. But if I go right back over here to where I place my thing, and let my sand melt, I now have 8 pieces of that. I go all the way over here, and I can already see it. I'm pretty sure it's done, so I'm gonna get this out. If I'm talking quiet, I'm sorry. And plus I need to capture 5 mobs in this thing. And then I'm gonna work my way up to iron. Now you can skip copper completely. You do not have to do copper immediately. You can go straight to iron. I'm gonna go straight to iron because iron is iron is a little bit better than everything else. So if I come right here and I do, you see right here, this allows me to craft this, which means come here, Iron Golem. Let me show you how you do this. If you are on mobile and you use a controller, you just hit your right click button, or if you're touching the screen, you you just hold it. Okay, you just hold the screen on them. Now right here, you turn it into glass panes, and then you see right here. Okay, so you take this. Now I'm gonna get one more, so then I don't. Now I'm not gonna get another one because that's gonna be kind of a little dumb. I'm gonna save that one for the iron. But if you want to know how to do this, you see how it's not done. But if you come up to a mob and I'm just gonna capture this cat. It will always make that noise. Here, I'm just gonna come over here, capture all this stuff over here because it's a lot easier than catching a cat. See, 1 of 5. And you right click them. And you have to get very close up. Now, if you don't like undead animals, then you can craft the max one, and you can just always catch the undead animals and then once that. But I'm not going to craft the max one because that's going to take a lot of netherite. Where's the chest at? Is the chest over here? Usually there's a chest. Oh, fudge. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, right here, I'm going to replace all this with that because I do not want to burn. No offense, I am not that skilled yet. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if we do this, and then we do that, now we can see what's in. So we have fire protection, I'm gonna, and then we have sharpness 2 and breaking. Oh, we're gonna break that axe with, break this, there. We can break this with an iron pickaxe, it's gonna take a minute. But when we do, we can replace it. And this nether portal is kind of broken. And the one thing that I love about Bedrock Edition that and Java Edition doesn't have this, well, I mean, you can't cheat in hardcore Bedrock. That I know of. If you guys know a way, okay. But I do not know any way to cheat because I used to be going into creative even in a survival world. Let me just let you know that. That is why I like hardcore worlds. Because I know I can't do that. Because, for one, I'm literally blocking off all these. I am not stepping on them at all if I ever come back over here. Okay. You see how this is a charged dirt spawner now? And then I had that. Well, let me show you something cool about this. There's a reason why I captured 8 more pieces of dirt. Okay? We're going to throw that on real quick. Just to give us a little bit of protection. By the way, I did not know this, but protection also helps the projectile protection. It was something I learned a few days ago whenever I was researching for this video. I was researching what kind of protection would be good, because I'm usually using all protections, because I'm thinking all protection against skeletons would be good. Creeper blast and TNT blast for blast protection. But then I researched and I found out that that is not good, because it doesn't give me like good stats on like protection. So yeah, I literally did some research for this video. Now I come over here. I come in here, and then I come right over here. You see how it shows this? You craft it into here. And what you do is, you can see the iron golem in there. Now, we're just going to let an iron golem spawn, okay? The moment one does, we can easily... Now, do not hit the iron golem, because he will immediately start attacking. Something that's funny that I like to do, you can hit it. It will be mad at you the moment that you pick it back up. Watch. And the other one isn't mad at you at all. Now, my next goal is Iron Farm, and that will be tomorrow's video. So, thank you everyone for watching. I'm just gonna sign off right here. If I might get back on and do some off-camera building my base and doing that. Okay, and then I'm gonna get the blocks to build it. In the next video, I'm gonna build my base, and then also do the iron farm. Okay, so see you guys. This video will be posted on Saturday. Another thing about my things is every Tuesdays and Thursdays are gonna be videos. Okay, so then I can have a little bit of me time, because with my old account, I used to do videos every day, and that kind of didn't give me enough time. So I'm gonna do a video on Thursdays and Tuesdays, okay? So, peace, and see you guys on Tuesday.